how do you expect to incorporate George Mitchell's vision for the Woodlands into your tenure, right? And what would you like to articulate about that to possible voters?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's important to retell the story. And when I use the word story, I mean, what was the dream? What was Mr. Mitchell trying to do? Over the 30 years, the 29 years of leading Christ Church, I realized every 4 years I had a different church because there were new people coming in, people had left, died, left, new people came in. There were people who weren't here when the church started. And so you have to keep retelling the story. For example, why are there no straight roads in the Woodlands? If you've ever driven through the Woodlands, there is no straight road anywhere. Well, do you know that's by design? It's by design because your car is in a constant turn, which means the horizon is always the forest. Instead of seeing a straight paved street, you're constantly turning, so as you're driving, your eyes always see trees. That's by design. That drives people crazy. But learn the story.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, all the faith communities in the Woodlands are located next to schools or parks everywhere. That's by design, because Mr. Mitchell wanted to create these social zones where people came together. Where do they come together? Faith communities, schools, and parks,
Right.
and for shared facilities. Why build 2 parking lots when you can build 1 parking lot and share it? So you have to keep telling that story, because most people come from a background of a city. Well, you're just a city, that's what you do. You put
Right.
your city in squares and you cut down the trees and you put the concrete in, and that's not the story. So you have to keep telling that story. I hope to be an advocate for telling the story, and I'm certainly, investigate ways in which that can tangibly take place. Are there neighborhood meetings, or I don't know,
Right.
a way of telling the story, and helping people understand what makes the township so unique and why their taxes are so low.